runners, pedophiles. I mean, name it. They condemn homosexuality, but they are mostly homos themselves. They destroy all drinks. I mean, they destroy alcoholic drink, but most of them are drinkers, drug addicts, drug abusers. But whenever they want to pretend to say they are defending Islam, but when you look at their way, when you look at around them, everything around them doesn't actually post Islam. Why is the Islam in Nigeria different from the Islam in Saudi Arabia? Are they serving different Allah? So that's why you get to know. When they propagate this Christian over Muslim, Muslim over Christian, just look at all of them and you realize that it is purely for politics. So if you, as a Christian or a Muslim, feel offended because I am talking about these criminals, Baba, I know how you apologize. So back to the real conversation. They publicly said it. It's a jihad. If you are not a Muslim, you are an infidel. In Nigeria, they said, they called meetings. They had a meeting. And they said that this is a jihad. Nobody held them. Nobody said anything. It was more or less like, yes, we can do whatever we want. We can say whatever we want. And those who are actually Muslims, who are not from the north, they are not seen as Muslims. Do you even know that? I mean, it is that same Nigeria, Baba. In that Nigeria, they say some Muslim, they no go allow anybody will come from another part of Nigeria to lead prayer in Nigeria. Yes. Hausa will not let a Fulani to lead their prayer. Fulani, Hausa, they will not let a Yoruba man to lead their prayer because they believe that they are not, all that stuff. They have all of that exists in Nigeria right now, religious way. So they do their own thing. They will say, those ones are the northerners, they do their own thing. They do our own thing. In that same Islam. And generally, they believe that if you are not from northern Nigeria and a Muslim, you are probably not a real Muslim. Inside APC, they said it to their faces. Yorubas are not Muslim. If you see any Yoruba Muslim, that's the belief, not me saying it. They said, if you see Yoruba Muslim, you see he may have a Christian wife. He may have their children will be doing everything they want. Are those ones Muslim? How do you have the proper Islamic house? Oh, you will see somebody who says he's a Yoruba, is a Muslim, but he's still following to go and do, following somebody to church to go and do Thanksgiving, going to their village to go and do Oro festival. Do you understand? So therefore, they don't see us as real Muslims. Meanwhile, when you look at these Muslim leaders, and you look at northern Nigeria, and you ask yourselves, shade those who are Muslim leaders in Saudi Arabia, the Muslim leaders in in UAE, Dubai, that many of your leaders are going to buy properties with your money, your governors, your senators, and the rest of them. Is that same Islam that they are meeting where they go to, the one you are defending for them, the one you are ready to kill for? You are insulting our prophet. You can never insult our prophet. We'll kill you. Sure, you get weaponized poverty, kind of, but generally non-beneficial to anybody, not even you. So do you get my point now? That if these guys are really religious, if they are true Muslims, they won't steal your money meant for education, healthcare, children education, infrastructure, They will not steal your money. I mean, is that not what it should be? If they are real Christians, the real ones who follow the teachings of Christ, they will not falsify the figure to loot from you. But when they do all of that, they ended up in your mosque, in the front row. Bokwari will be given a chair. Tinubu will be given a chair. They are all facing the Kaaba, praying. And you say God is not patient. So what about you, their victim? You are almost left abandoned. No be so. So they said Bokwari could choose anybody from anywhere. He's the president. If you like, he can bring everybody inside his government as Fulani or Northerner. That's his government. The APC, Lagos Abobaku, the Yoruba Ronu, they couldn't do PEM for 8 years. They were sitting next to the table. Crumb served the no see. So they were waiting and waiting. And everywhere. You just ate us because we are Fulani. You just ate the north. I know this, all of you are just eating the north. See somebody will say all of us, they suffer together. But in his or her mind on social media, because it's from northern Nigeria, the reason why the people in southern Nigeria don't like Bokwari and they are pointing out all these defects is because they are jealous of northern Nigeria. People where they shop, where they shop sufferness, like say, like brunch and dinner, like it's normal, regular meal. They are doing face-to-face on social media, saying because you hate the north. But meanwhile, their criminal leaders continue to wreak havoc in that same north. So when they pop up their religious nonsense, why it doesn't work on people like us? That's why. Because we know it's not real. Because if they are really religious, they will not be this heartless towards you. So the whole circle is almost complete. The drug dealer, the Boko Haram sympathizer, and Akpabiole, Senate president. But there is already cries everywhere. You remember when they were calling us wailing wailer, crying crier? Okay. It don't be like say, somehow, the CPC jihadist APC of the North, it be like say the reality don't they set in from Fulanization. We are gradually moving to Yorubanization, abi Eko, abi Lagosnization, Lagosnization, abi Ekonization. By the time the Lagos Agberos are done with you in Abuja, some of you will think you are actually now in Lagos, not Abuja. That's why a lot of people are saying that it will never happen in Jesus' name, Mayegu. I understand. Probably you are also seeing the vision. Let me give you the idea. Nigeria is gone to the dogs. How long you can hold your peace is what I don't know. But you will be more provoked in the coming days. So what happened? Tinubu is now choosing who is going to be the Senate president and who is going to be the speaker of the House of Representatives. So initially, they said, give the Senate president, number 3 man, to anybody from the Eastern Nigeria. Give it to the Igbos and see if you can use that to at least tell them to calm down. So the Igbos everywhere rejected them. Shut up, we don't want it. We don't keep it. Give it to our brother in this in the Northwest. We are not qualified to take presidency of the Senate. Please give it to our brothers and sisters from the North Central, or give it to them from the Northeast. We don't want. The Igbos, you remember that time? Anyway, they finally found a befitting thief for the position. The people who showed interest were the ex-convicts, a thief convicted of looting the resources of his state when he was governor. He is now a senator. That is Oji Uzokalu, ex-convict. Or Akpabiole, awaiting convict that may never be convicted, who stole over 100 billion naira when he was governor of Akwa Ibom State. This particular 2023 election, he didn't even buy the form. You know, this is what they call the interest form, that I want to contest for so and so. He didn't even buy one. But the abracadabra of the Supreme Court of Nigeria eventually gave him the ticket. So he became the candidate of APC, Egbekegbe, like the current Rubber Stamp Lawan that is about to go out of that place too. So somehow they said they did their caucus meeting and this and that, and Akpabiole is going to be your next Senate president. PDP, APC have already lined up behind him because Kolu, I've told them, is going to be the next one. Yeah, he's starting. Another person is Tajuddin Abbas. That is the one that touched the Fulanization to Yorubanization. Just a few days ago, some of the Agberos on social media, they were so angry that Tinubu's son, Sheyi, released names of those who are going to be the committee that will kind of participate in what they call the Renewed Hope concert. Yeah. So when the names were released, the the Suffering and Smiling Lagos Abobakus on social media, who were waiting that maybe they will be considered for something, after all of their suffering and their whatever, as they usually say, we have suffered for this party. We have suffered. We're supposed to be the one benefiting. That's how Bokwari came. And the people that didn't suffer, the people that work against us, they were the people that Bokwari was giving appointment. Now, this is Ashiwaju time. We don't want anybody to leave us behind. That your Israel was everywhere. Sheyi Tinubu released the names. Well, guess what? See that particular one marked. About na PDP member, now speaker of one of the southwest states, a PDP member, is a member of Tinubu's transition team, the people that are likely going to get appointments. So yesterday, 2 days ago, everywhere on social media, Kilo Fajana, why are these people fighting? Kilo today, waiting happen again. They don't fight again. APC, they don't attack themselves. So what happened? They say Sheyi Tinubu released list. In that list, two people they are loyalists of Oshibajo. Oshibajo not be one of you again. Oshibajo is a betrayer. We are just waiting for him to finish before we deal with him. Okay, what happened? Are they not APC members? They are enemy. They are enemy of Ashiwaju. How can you go and reward our enemy? How can you go and say, okay, we go remove them, Baba? Yesterday, they have to remove those people. Wala. Because of waiting they have been like waiting for. And crumbs. Are you with me? So they said the guy that is approved to be your speaker under Tinubu, his name is Tajuddin Abbas. Sounded like Yoruba. I'm telling you, that is what is causing problem right now. That name, Tajuddin Abbas, he is not Yoruba. He is from Kaduna. And he claimed to be Hausa. Immediately, the name pop up. And they said, I'll go check. I'll go try and see if I can bring you his name, okay? I mean, his image. I should have brought that on so that I can show you that, right? So, Tajuddin Abbas. So, Tajuddin Abbas, who happened to be from Zaria in Kaduna, immediately the news filtered in that Akpabiole is going to be the Senate president and Tajuddin Abbas is going to be the speaker. The northern Fulani jihadists, Hausa fanatic, they started saying, and sorry, before then, they said that na Yoruba plenty pass in all of the appointments for this transition that Kolu has made. Sure you get. Now them they complain, not me, I haven't seen all of them, On a fight, I saw them fighting. I was like, wait, why are you fighting? They said because they are protesting that Tinubu is appointing Yorubas. He's giving Yorubas this. If you go to this one, a Yoruba. If you go to that one, a Yoruba. Say, like that. Tell me more. Tell me about it. A Fulani or a Northerner is going to lament about Yorubanization in already divided Nigeria. You are welcome to the party. You are just coming to it late. You are welcome. Because for 8 years, a lot of you mumus that will later become either jobless, kidnapped, killed, or sent to refugee camps in 8 years, and the rest of you are going to run away from the region entirely. You were defending Bokwari. It was doing well. It can bring anybody, but guess what? You have always been the victims as well. You've been victims of the failed APC, but for 8 years, everything was okay. Abi? Oh yeah, I told you, I said, when this wahala go start, you go think say, now the obedient and all of them go be the first people who Tinubu go face. Now this Northerners go face first. And in don't they do them already? They are already complaining silently, quietly. Sure you get that he's already appointing Yoruba. So Tajuddin Abbas, somebody will don't be House of Rep member from Kaduna, APC member from Kaduna for about 8 years. Suddenly, they said Gbajabiamila Amule is now promoting a Yoruba man to be the speaker of the House of Representatives. Maybe they are telling you that it's going to be the Yoruba versus the Igbos under under Tinubu. Oh, you are looking for your imaginary enemies and all of that. It don't start already. Because the only thing that always causes wahala among these criminals, now the sharing formula. Give me a sec, I'm coming back. I'll go change this battery before the whole thing turn off again in midway when I done the talk. So don't go anywhere. I'm coming.
Jay, help us, help us. There is God. There is God, God. God should descend, today God will descend here. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. Nigerian women will not cry in vain. This thing will end today. My sisters, if your child lost, will you stay and keep quiet? Will you people stay and keep quiet?
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man.
So now there the fight go start from. Before it becomes something that go sound like a bomb, I am giving you the hint. It don't start already. So the agenda in northern Nigeria now is that they must resist the plan of Tinubu to impose a Yoruba man as the speaker. And somebody from the eastern part of Nigeria, Akpabiole, as the Senate president, Kolu as the president. So it was like, so Tinubu is trying to play them in the north. Sure, you get that? I'm telling you their message now. They are talking. They are like, the north better rise up now. This Tinubu is going to deal with us. This Tinubu, look at what Tinubu is doing. Our people are not talking now. All those people with Bokwari appointed, you know they are APC members, Abi? They are going to sack all of them. I'm not talking about ministers and other. I'm talking about those of them they don't give board. Because that's it. The federal government of Nigeria, the president of Nigeria has the capacity to share over 50,000 political appointments. You don't hear that before? for president of Nigeria. Over 50,000 political appointments. Then they give them board director, board this, a board chairman, a board member, this member, a parastatal member, Kinecom member. Everybody could just collect free money. That's where all your money goes to. Overhead cost in Nigeria. That's where they go to. They pay political. That's how they pay political supporters back. They put them in different government parastatals. They are not doing anything but to milk and spread corruption and steal whatever they can get from there for 4 years. So this time around, they become like say, now Fulani they everywhere. Hausa Fulani everywhere. If you go to Abuja, this one board, that one board, this one secretary, this one this and you see all those secret recruitment that you will be hearing that when they share, they said, okay, Nigeria immigration is employing. Oh, sorry, Nigeria civil defense. Civil defense is employing people. They want to employ 10,000. And they will tell you, out of the 10,000, only 2,500 from southern Nigeria. The rest from northern Nigeria. So all that kind of card playing, now the scenario you go to see now. Now they are saying that Tajuddin Abbas is Yoruba. So Tinubu don't play them. That's according to them. They say Tinubu is trying to play them. They will fight back and they will push their own candidate. Guess who is their candidate? The murderer. Dogua, Aliazan, Dogua is their candidate from the north against Tinubu's candidate. So the showdown is set. So if you hear the Royal Rumble, the next door, na demo, everywhere, trouble, everywhere, wahala. Are you with me? So I have seen that, and I am looking forward to the blockbuster, the real thing. So you might think it's going to go this way and it will go that way. But others are saying it's not going to happen at all. It would not never happen. Because Kolu will never be the president of Nigeria. I said, wow. It's just some few days away anyway. So anything can happen. The tribunal said nobody should waste their time on technical. They are going to treat every petition, every point in its merit. You know what I mean? It means if you have evidence against if you allege something and you have the evidence, they are going to treat that evidence based on its merit. And they are going to keep it as evidence based on its merit, not on technicalities. And they said that's the first time, all those fancy words they normally use to get you glued to your screen, thinking something good is about to happen. Yes, I like that. Sorry, Mayego, what does that mean? Oh, well, that simply means that, they cannot say because the lawyer didn't shake it well. Every other evidence he brought, it no matter anymore. Technically, the lawyer no bend the head well. He no do like this when he want to enter court. A judge can say that technically. A judge can say, oh, they said the signature that they sign in this note, he get 2 dots. And they are thick dots. But this one where you sign now only one tick, the other one no tick. Everything else is correct. So the entire petition, we are sorry. We cannot take them on based on technicality. Are you with me? So that's why they said it is so difficult to prove that you are rigged in Nigeria election, because they will kill you on technicality just before. Are you with me? So, which means it sounds good. Like that sounded good. Like maybe they will just have to deal with everything case by case, and they will now rule on them. No be so then tell you say, INEC will take your voter's finger, and you get your PVC, PVC. And it was like people were making videos of how important PVC was, and you see somebody who say, is it for eba? Is it for gari? Is it for beans? Cassava gari, ewa, and all of that. They'll just wake up, hey, where's my PVC? God, I beg you. Hey, God, I beg you. Hey, thank God I still have my PVC, because INEC told you it was your only weapon to serve and stop the criminals. But they didn't tell you that they've made duplicates of them as well. Therefore, they were in control. You are just like, more or less like, the people where they act the movie. Now they don't buy market. Oh, I agree. Oh, they don't buy market. Oh, therefore no give you PVC. Oh, sure you get. If I neck day, if anywhere where Yakubu day right now, and the rest of them, maybe they are regretting that they gave you PVC. Because if they don't give you PVC, maybe this Wahala no go reach this one. In my view, that's what I kind of think. Because they are now saying that you stole our mandate. They say, but you came third. Now, who go kill your papa? Who came third? Abi you the mad, you stole our mandate. Everybody say, but you came third. You now, Abi you the crazy, we came, you know what I mean? So, people will come first, no fit celebrate. Even the one who came second, where they chase the one who come first, you no get peace of mind. So, they shouldn't have given you PVC. So, but nevertheless, they gave it to you. Now, they are using fancy word like, we are not going to deal on technicality. And I can't look dictionary. What is that? What does that mean? But I don't mean anything. I just fancy word. When the game starts, go, the Nigeria factor will set in. Now we're going to say, but I thought this judge said, I thought the court said that they are not going to, sit down there. They said, okay. Fancy word, fancy word, you'll be hearing them. One way said, Obasanjo don't go employ Russian lawyer. Kilo dear, calm down. Mayego, I know what I'm saying. Maria Sharapova, you don't bat table tennis. Abe won't know what? No, lawyer. Weary. Nigeria to create so many weary. So many weary one le. Sharapova call. Sugar Provani. Anyway, everything is flying around because people they believe, say, any way you go take, they must stop this call. And I agree with them. I do. And I wish you all the best, okay? So I want to take calls, but, like I said, it was meant to be an open mic. But sometimes when I get fully into that, it's just like, but I haven't finished. No call yet. So as everybody is now saying they are in court, and believed to say judiciary, sharing can restore the mandate and they will stop Escobar from, burying Nigeria. I said, it's expensive. Emotion won't go these days. But see, I kind of, Obi is very lucky, Sha. Peter Obi is very lucky to have all of you, the obedient. The amount of energy, resources that you continue to dissipate, to channel towards this, it seems like you no go get tired at all. People know they spend them. People no get emotion for anything like this anymore. How will I get this massive one? We know they run out. It should be grateful to all of you. They take. We change their mind and say, we move on, Jare. All of them just say, bring them. We are just getting started. Anywhere where they enter, we go follow them. Obi don't tell us, say, if they attack you from the air, from the sea, from the land, respond. The Obi, Abi? That energy, because nobody get emotion, nobody get anything for care anymore. If you see, they say people just mind their business. They no longer kind of say sorry to people anymore. They don't even check on you, say, you okay? Are you okay? You're right. Nobody get time to they ask you. Baba, they go tell you, say, Baba, they look. Say, look at that man, he don't fall inside that gutter. Baba, you drink? They say, maybe you know they drink during the day. So I'm not drunk. I didn't drink. I lost. You blind? Yes, are you blind? In this economy, you are falling inside gutter. If you break your leg, who go feed your family? Person don't know you. He don't know you from anywhere. No emotion, no nothing. So in this side, the economy, you dey fall for gutter. Look at this man, this man. If you break your leg, who go feed your family? You better dust up and let us move. This is what people have become. Even when they are witnessing horrible things happening around them, they'll just turn and be like, concern me. The last time, when I was younger, we have a saying, Oshojumi, you know what I mean? As a little boy, we were psychologically told never to say the truth. I know some of you watching me right now will be wondering, what do you mean, Mayegun? I'll tell you. Do you remember that when we started kind of growing up, Well, okay, I'll talk about myself. Then you can talk about yourself. When I was growing up, right, my own the kids of like my own peers, right, we were told repeatedly, in Nigeria, there is nothing like Nigerian police station. There is nothing like I'm just an eyewitness. Sure, you get to say, oh, I saw it, I saw them, I saw him do it. Now you go become the accused later. Sure, you get in Nigeria. So they were telling us when we were younger that I saw that I'm an eyewitness. Now 5 years in jail. That if they call you and say, come here, come and tell us so and so, and you go there and you say, this is what I saw. This is the fact, Baba. And so you go end up with 5 years. So I didn't see anybody who went to jail for being eyewitness. She get when I was growing up. Oh Lord, she witnessed in it. Until around 5 years, I didn't see any, even though I was warned. So what that did to me was that I would rather just keep quiet. And it is like that everywhere. There is this illustration. I don't know if you have heard that story before. I'll tell you this story. They said that it was antelope. Antelope was running in the jungle, running fast, running like somebody who they want to kill. And then elephant saw him, and elephant was like, antelope, what happened? Who is chasing you? And it was like, you see back there, they are arresting all the lions. Nigerian police are arresting all the lions down the hill. And I escaped. I was like, but you are not a lion. You are not the one they are looking for. You are an antelope. You are not a lion. Why are you running? He said, well, it will take you, it may take you 20 years to prove to the Nigerian police. He said it will take him 20 years to prove to Nigerian police that he is not a lion. Antelope. It's a very popular illustration. It may not be antelope and elephant, but I just use two animals there or three. Antelope. See the size of antelope. See the size of lion. See the size of elephant. Antelope running away because Nigerian police are raiding all lions. He's not a lion, but he knows them very well. And he said, it may take up to 20 years in Nigerian prison to prove it to the Nigerian police that in Nigerian court that I am not a lion. Immediately he said that to the elephant. The elephant started running. Do you get that? The elephant started running too. Who won't go prove and for court say, now waiting I saw be this, now waiting I see be this. And that's how corrupt the system is. Nigerian court, no matter what you want to say, anyway, people will tell you, well, it doesn't work that way. There are people who fight for, I know, I'm not saying it works that way all the time, but majority of the time, you do know. So, in fact, where's the other one I wanted to pick? One sec. So in one of their stuff, the people who genuinely are part of the establishment, the people like Ni of Ife, Ademula Oodua, the man that Bokwari told to go and warn Sunday Igboho to stop all that thing he's doing, and Baba couldn't tell them, or Ni couldn't tell Bokwari that, look at what your people are doing to my people. We couldn't even call the police. They won't answer us. We can't even call the military. They won't come to our aid. But here I am in your office. You are telling me the son of the land who is actually standing up against these criminals should be warned. He didn't say that. He brought a message back and he told Sunday Igboho. Igboho blasted him. And then a month after that, 2 months or 3 months after that, the DSS attempted to kill him. They didn't succeed. They burned down his house. 2 months after that again, which makes it about 5 months after Oni won the final attempt on his life was made, and it was declared wanted. Long story short, he's here again and he's telling you that everybody should pray for Tinubu, embrace him, and pray that he succeed. That all of you should sheath your swords, whatever that means, and support Kolu, the Jaga bandit, the Jaga addict, Escobati Atole, Aṣíwájú àwọn Atole, Aṣíwájú ẹ̀yin agbèrò, Aṣíwájú ẹ̀yin crumb chasers, crumb eaters, ass lickers, all right, sirs. See? Pray for him. Support him so that he can fix Nigeria. Same thing they told you about Boko Haram. And the only thing that changed in Nigeria is just the Boko Haram's health. That's the only thing that changed in Nigeria. Pastor Ruga's look and all of that. So the drama ahead is more, or let me say, the dramas ahead are many. And a lot of your respected Oba, respected pastor, respected imam, respected babalawo, revered mamalawo, and respected professors, and the rest of them, they're going to jump into the loop to tell you are the problem for not being able to accept what God has chosen for you. They will make you forget about this thing. Let us move on. Baba, anybody will talk anyhow, get yourself ready to let them collect. See, you have entered a stage of we have entered a stage of our lives that the best we can do for ourselves right now is to tell ourselves the truth. Do you understand? Being politically correct is not in anybody's interest. And for those who actually care, this won't be the better time for anybody to hide behind what's it called, that in platitude, that being a flatitude, whatever, something that used to be like, to massage the ego of the people and then deceive them. So you've gotten to that. And that's why when some people said that Obi should learn how to keep malice, learn how to be angry for long, stop going to people who don't give a damn about you. They don't like you and they don't hide it. Sure, you get. So when I see them say this, I'm like, okay, I don't say they say peace no be optional. Yeah. So they now said, when Obi met with him, with Professor Abiko. So he said, when Obi met with Professor, Obi went on social media, on Twitter, precisely. And Obi said, he met with Professor, respected leader, respected this and all of that fancy in the words. Trying to be nice. Trying to explain away the confrontation between the obedient and Professor Soyinka. That Professor Soyinka had to call the victims of a failed government in Nigeria, he had to call them fascists. The people that have no power to force anything on anybody, but they have power to reject every kind of a gaslighting or name, tagging that the typical elite in Nigeria are fond of. Oh, you better don't let them call you bad boy. You better don't let them call you bad girl. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Please don't call me bad girl. I'm a very good girl. Baba, tagging. So they can easily tag you and say, once we tag you that thing, nobody go help you. They'll say you be bad child. You are a bad children. If your child is missing, that kind of thing. It is gaslighting. The people that have more than you, the people that have a sort of, coverage than you, using that to shut you up because that noise you are making is becoming irritating. It is affecting their friends. And if their friends are not happy, they won't be happy. You respect them, then they can bully you to shut up by labeling you. So they labeled young people fascist. when the terrorist APC, Egbe, that choose Muslim ticket in a multi-religious country called Nigeria, Ooni of Ife said there is no time, there is no point in wasting time. Let everybody come out of the court and embrace Tinubu, and then let's move Nigeria forward. That's political Oba Ooni. I mean, so many times people are like, this particular Ooni just brought so much ridicule to that stool. Unfortunately, what can you do? Gone are the days when they used to kind of intimidate us, trying to kind of bully us with unknown and say unknown cause, unknown this and that. You better watch your mouth. Don't let me use Oriade to curse you. Don't let Kabiyesi to use Oshai to curse you. They tell you say that your Kabiyesi, if you take off all that a day, take everything and stand in front of that Isheshe and say he hasn't betrayed them and they should kill him in 7 days. He cannot do it in public. He won't. So gone are those days when they use those things to kind of make us shut up. Not anymore, because people have seen through them. You cannot be a corrupt person and befriend corrupt people and then hide behind tradition, hide behind religion to seek something they call sacred. Baba, as the year goes by, they will be all skeletalized, like they will make them look like skeleton. You can't hide and hide behind anything that, you know, trust me, they won't be able to. Anyway, so an old man, a supposed literary icon, he popped out and he said, the young people who have expressed their disgust and they reject the established programmed power, or should I say, coronation, call it coronation, because it's more or less like, if they had it all figured out, why did they allow people to waste their time, waste their lives, energy, and all of that in registering to participate in a charade election that is already rigged? Why do you allow them to do all of that when you can just pick somebody and choose a date for coronation, and everybody will just have to bring on their best clothes and go there and go for the coronation of the new king? So when elders are so insensitive this way, and they begin, because of their selfishness, their self-centeredness, their own greed, they begin to pontificate on morality that they don't have. You know, morality is like a two-way thing, okay? If you want to come to equity, they say you should come with clean hands. So these are dirty old people, dirty institutionalized people who are living on old glory, but somehow, they've forgotten that they are dealing with a different generation, a generation that will likely not know Jacob, Abi Noah, Abi Joseph, Abi every other thing you use in tricking our parents, in lying to our parents. There is a generation that won't give a fuck about those, and that generation is here, and that's the generation you are battling with. So, Obi they do, Mr. Nice Man. I met with Professor, our leader, our father, who called young people who have done nothing wrong. He called them fascist, to label them and set them up for attack, set them up for killings. But once people like him begin to call them what they are not, it just makes it easier for those who want them dead to go after them and say, we are trying to stop fascists. We are trying to stop people who doesn't tolerate others. So if you kill them, if we kill them, we are justified. That's the channel. So when Obi met with him and he started talking about reconciliation, I was like, what's this guy talking about? Like, what is wrong with him? So people started dragging him anyway. But just this afternoon, Professor Shoyinka came out and he said, okay, what? Wait, Obi said he has reconciled. He spoke with the professor. The professor said that, he's reconciled with the obedient Mr. Nice Man. He can't take picture with him. See him smiling. See the face of the person we want to reconcile. He will come be like saying, they seek attention. And this will be the look for attention. Are you with me? They don't like you. Are you with me? They don't like him. And we all know why. So why are you trying to be so nice and be like Mr. Say, no, it's his nature, Omo. Eko nature with the song, keko pretense o shi song. Nature ko, nature ni. What do they call him? Professor Soyinka now came out today and said he never discussed any reconciliation with Toby. I didn't have any reconciliation with who? Me. I have a reconciliation with fascist. This disobedient, this fascist. So he came out to say Obi was lying. That's what Professor Soyinka said. He said Obi was lying for going out there to say they have settled, they have they respected this and that. And Showore share him. Showore. People are asking me to bring Showore here. I'm going to go ask him. Show, come here. People are asking for you. Now Showore tell us today, say Professor Soyinka said he just told Peter Obi to go and buy his book. That there's a book on reconciliation. First, the obedient must first admit that they are wrong. They must apologize. And then they must read that reconciliation must be based on truth. They must not be lying. They must be honest and clean. So if Peter Obi and obedient want reconciliation, go and buy the essay of Professor Soyinka. Go and buy the essay written on reconciliation, the truth, the truth about nonsense, sha. See, Mr. Nice Man. And so they said this one come court. They were supposed to be in court today. Kalu and then Atifku. Atifku no show. Kalu no show. They can't send this charge and bail lawyer, who is now the two-time governor of Plateau State. Solomon Lalong, who went there to say he's there to represent Kalu. They say, you can't represent him. His lawyers are here. Okay, I'm representing APC. No, you can't represent APC. Come on, who is this? Are you not a state governor? Yeah, I'm a state governor. I'm also a lawyer. Which lawyer? You don't win any case before? No, my lord, I want to be part of it so that I can win first case in my life. You dey mad. You dey what? You dey mad. Get out of here. The way he went back into his car, change his clothes, come back to say, Obi, what you they do? Your guys they did me dirty for Plateau State. Me we be saying I mean be the chairman of the Tinubu campaign. You not gonna enter Plateau State. We be say we don't even see you coming. They never see me coming. See me coming. Oh, Mr. Money. Oh yeah. You never see him, or they never saw him coming. It's kind of, well, I believe it's kind of, platonic, as you saw both of them smiling and laughing and all of that, whatever. So I'm going to open the line, but I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea first. So I've delivered on my first part. I would continue if you want me to, but I want this to be an open mic because a lot of you have a lot to say too. I know you have a lot to say. But before you do, like this broadcast, okay? Share this broadcast. And then, subscribe to my channel. I love that if you do. Somebody said that, the more subscribers you have, the more money you will get. Papa, what's your problem? Is there anything wrong in that? Oh, yeah, take your subscribing. Take it. I'm just joking. What happened is that I have delivered something that a lot of people who feel that they appreciate that. It is this podcast that people said, wow, you could actually do all of this just like that. Thank you, Mayegun. And with that, you don't have to pay me. What I'm saying is that stay back, keep the number up. Somebody else would. And that is YouTube. But if you don't feel like that, Baba, Ole Jadano. They call it that Amori Oba Wogbo. The real lovers of Mayegun will stay. The message will make you love Mayegun. And in the long run, right, you will stop loving the criminals that put us in this mess. So, I will be back. Like the broadcast and then pick up the call. I have people on the line already. So when I get back, I'll start taking those calls. So you can express yourself, say your mind. You're free. I'll be back.
I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So,
Hello, ma.
Hello, Mayegun.
Ma.
Thank you for all. I'm doing good. How is your family? I know you're doing good as
Thanks,
well.
Thank you, ma. We are. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, thank God. But you know what? Where I'm going to start tonight is
Yes, ma'am.
the Jews that you talked about, especially Pastor Adeboye. You see, what you heard from that is PA. That is him.
He